9 1/4. That'll do. Let's build some engine mounts. You know, it's almost scary how at home this engine looks in this chassis. It's supposed to be an inline 6. There's not supposed to be room for a V8. It honestly fits really well. Now that we are under it though, we have a good bit more clearance than we actually need on our steering rack, and even more on our front subframe. We're gonna switch out to a smaller alignment tool made out of the finest pine Alaska has to offer. Our pine's not quite piney enough, so we'll stick in a piece of door that somebody kicked in too. Maybe that'll do the trick. That's about what we want right there. That's perfect. Just a finger's width. That will drop her down in the back a corresponding amount, get our levels back in order, and we can replace that wood with a little bit of metal.
So what we're gonna do for motor mounts is to build a couple pedestals here. I'd like for it to hit 2 spots on the subframe and basically build a pipe between these two so that we can intersect that pipe with the actual bracket on the block.
Now, Tim had to get creative and custom make the lower half of our motor mounting pedestal. On the upper side, the engine block side, things get significantly easier. We were able to order a simple Gen 3 Hemi builder's kit. Now we can just bolt this piece to the engine, build a pipe to connect it to, we'll be good to go. And on every car I built to date, that'd be a wrap as far as the engine mounting goes. But on this one, we want to push everything just a little bit further. On this one, I want to go faster than I've ever been. I want the car to be serviceable at the track, and I want to eliminate failure points before we find them. For once. What can start to happen when you're really pushing these blocks, and they're only secured by these 4 bolts with traditional engine mounts, is that the rotational force, it's so great, it wants to twist the engine, and it'll actually start pulling on the side of the block. This will ever so slightly start turning the cylinder walls themselves into more of an oval shape, and we all learned at a young age that round pistons, they fit great into a round hole, not so much into an oval one. And because of that, we're gonna build ourselves an engine midplate just like the one they had on this car when it was running a 2J. While it's definitely not as beefy as the engine mounts we just built, it's gonna do one thing really well, and that's protect against those very rotational forces that could damage our block. As for how we're gonna build said midplate, I think we've got a pretty clever idea. We're gonna take this plate that goes in between the factory engine and transmission and copy it. Not the easiest thing to maneuver around in here. One down, right onto the other. The plate fits really well actually. Now, because